Therapy saved my life this year. So I have been going to therapy for the last 10 years. Once I started going through a divorce, I decided that I was going to go to therapy. And I've done a lot of different therapies. I've done trauma therapy, I've done talk therapy, I've done EMDR therapy, I've done a lot of different things, and all of them have been so helpful. But through that entire time, I kept saying, something is wrong. Like, I've been saying this for a long time, like many years, like something is wrong, like something is wrong with me. And my best friend used to always say, I don't think anything's wrong with you. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. Something is wrong up here. And so one day I said, you know what? I am going to find a psychiatrist. And so I found growth therapy. This is not sponsored. I found growth therapy online and I was like, psychiatrist. And I was able to book a 30-minute session with a psychiatrist. And I started telling her, I said, okay, here's all the therapy I've done. Here's all the podcasts I've watched. Here's all the materials that I have read. I think I am dealing with this, and this. And she was like, that's a lot of stuff. I said, yeah, but I'm convinced. She did all these tests, all this stuff. And she was like, I don't know. Like, I can see this over here, but I think you're this over here. And I was like, no, I don't think so. And she let me do more tests. And she did more tests and more tests. And then next week she came back and she did one more test. And she said, you are right. This, and this. And for me, getting the validation was like, right? Because it told me that once we knew what was wrong, then there was a solution, okay? And I decided to get meds to help me with the thing that I could not figure out the last 20 years. And right now, I feel super normal. I have never felt this normal in my life. And I'm coming on here and being super vulnerable because you are dealing with something and you know something is wrong, but a part of you is saying, I don't need therapy. I don't need therapy. I only need Jesus. I love Jesus, but Jesus was the one that told me to go see a psych, okay? And to take the meds. And you're just trying your best to do all the things, but you probably need to see a psychiatrist. You need to tell somebody what is happening with you. And that doesn't mean you're broken. It just means that you acknowledge that there's something that is not right and you want to get help. So if you want to get some help, I went to growth therapy. That's how I found my psychiatrist. Again, this is not sponsored. Growth therapy, if you're seeing this, you can reach out. But this is a good day. It's a good month to go and book an appointment with a psychiatrist.